Hi guys and welcome back to Sunday League to Champions League. My name is Chris aka Big Will and today we have an away game against Eastbourne Borough followed by a home game against Chippenham. Chippenham, as you can see, are in them playoff places at the moment with 3 points behind them, so it's quite close in terms of the league table overall, and Eastbourne Borough are down in that bottom four, so I'm hoping we can get a good result against them as well. As you can see in terms of league table, we're holding a mid-table slot at the moment, which is really good considering where we were supposed to be. And 3 points behind on the playoffs and only 7 points now ahead of that bottom four. So we're looking a lot more positive in terms of a relegation battle at the moment. In terms of the way that we've been playing, as you can see, we finally found a system that works with the 2 wins against Tonbridge and Dulwich Hamlet and Chelmsford and Ebbsfleet less time out. We did lose against Bath, but we did go down to 10 men in that game. We were 1-0 up and we were playing very well until that red card. And following on from that, we had a 0-0 draw away at Hungerford, but we came back with a good result against Havant and Waterlooville to get back to winning ways. As such, we've therefore had 5 wins in our last 7 matches. So hopefully we can get another couple of wins today. Hopefully, the main target is to get a win against Eastbourne first and foremost. If we can get a good result against Chippenham, then that will be a bonus. And in terms of the way that we've been playing, I'm really happy with the setup of the team. They seem to be starting to get in with the tactical approach as well, and as such we are doing quite well in terms of player fitness and rotation. And we are having to rotate a bit today because the last game was only a couple of days previous to this one. So we're not quite as strong as we were, but hopefully we can be strong enough to get a good result today. So in goal we've got Ackers, then we've got Reynolds, Okocha, John and Mackenzie at the back, Burton, Seeger, Madja and Ekongo in midfield, with Charles and Smith up front. Charles is really struggling for form. Jaden Smith has been brilliant recently. He scored most of his goals as the advanced forward rather than the deep lying forward, but he's our best deep lying forward anyway in the squad, and in terms of advanced forward, it's a preferred role for Ken Charles anyway. So we've got to just work it out a little bit and try and find ways to work it all. We will expect a win from the team. We've been playing well, so hopefully we can again get a good result. Eastbourne have won 1 in their last 5. They've lost 3 of their last 4 though, so hopefully, with our current form, we've lost 1 in the last 5. We can get another good result today and create plenty of chances. With Burton here having the free kick toward John, and Barry managed to get it away, but John latches onto it again and finds Reynolds, who knocks it over the top looking for Charles, but it's cleared away. And there's a lot of space on this right hand side here for Eastbourne, and Whelpdale's done superbly to keep that in play, and the attack continues down this right hand side for Eastbourne. And in the end, it's slowed down a little bit, and we've managed to get players back, but it's still a brilliant ball forward, which has found Pearson. Benham is completely free, and so is Whelpdale in the penalty area. It's 1-0 to Eastbourne. It's his 5th goal of the season. Our marking was very poor there, and they have a very early lead. And yeah, they built up very well, but we didn't defend well at all there. We need to be better than that. As Akers looks for Charles, and who couldn't win the header, and Benham lays it all the way back to goalkeeper Worgan. Worgan brings it away and finds Woolard innocent. Now Lure, and Whelpdale looks to get him behind, but it's fallen here for Pearce now, and he's put the chance wide. We're going to demand more straight away here, because defensively this is absolutely unacceptable from the lads, considering Eastbourne's current position, and hopefully we will improve in this game as time goes on. But we haven't had a single attempt here so far, and despite everything that has been working tactically, this is certainly not good enough. Okocha is struggling already in terms of his fitness. It's only been half an hour, so that is not good signs at all. We've got Ekongo in possession. Seeger loses out to Hammond. Now Benham looking over the top. Okocha does well that time though and finds Mackenzie at right back. Now Madja looks over the top. It's a brilliant ball over the top looking for Ekongo, who fires it into Charles. Worgan couldn't keep it out. It's a really good ball in from Ekongo, and Charles has made it 1 apiece here with a brilliant finish. And it's our first real chance of the game, and it has been converted. And again, in recent games, as I mentioned in the previous episode, we've been doing well at converting chances when they have come our way. And we've been quite lucky in that against some teams who have had more chances than we have, they just haven't converted their opportunities, whereas we have. And Burton here has been brought down in the penalty area, and we have a penalty kick now, and it's going to be Jaden Smith to take it to put us in front here as we go towards half time. It's a really nice penalty. We have a 2-1 lead now, and half time approaches, and we're looking a little bit better now that we've managed to create a couple of chances. Eastbourne's poor form is clearly catching up with them a little bit, and they are struggling for confidence, it would appear. We've still got another highlight here before half time. Burton with a free kick toward the far post. It's cleared away by Winter. Okocha does well to get onto it, and it's laid all the way back to midfielder Madja, who strikes from distance, and it's over the bar. He could have played a pass there, but he decided to go for goal. Don't blame him, really. He had the space to do so. It's a 2-1 lead at half time. We're going to let the boys know not to get complacent out there. It's a very, very close game at 2-1, and we have got to be careful. And Okocha is a man that we're going to look at bringing off probably in the second half because of those fitness concerns. And we are going to have to be really careful. The last thing we need is any injuries to our key players, Okocha especially, being him being the best defender at the club. He's also got a yellow card, so we don't want a red card either. We're going to bring Raul de Silva on for him. We're also going to take Taylor McKenzie off. He's been poor. Billy Cracknell is going to come on, and we're just going to save the last change for a little bit later in the game. And it's probably going to be Harry Burton that comes off. He's had a decent game, Harry Burton, but he's not really created a lot today, and both him and Jaden Smith are struggling for fitness here. And I think, to be quite honest, yeah, Burton's just got a yellow card, so we'll take Burton off for Glynn and confirm that one. And Benham has got a free kick for Eastbourne, and he's played it across the penalty area to Remy, and it's taken a huge deflection. It's a really good finish in the end, but the deflection made it, and it's 2-2. And again, poor defensively, really, but there's nothing you can do. Well, there's nothing Akers could do there with that deflection. And Eastbourne have been the better side, to be quite honest. Seager with a delivery here toward the far post, and Glynn was there, and the keeper makes the save. It's come back out to Seager. Can we create another opportunity? Cracknell knocks it down the line. There was no one there, and it remains 2-2. Cracknell into a Congo. Cracknell with a delivery in. Glynn with a header just wide of the post. Really good opportunity there. It remains 2-2. 15 minutes to go, but we are still creating chances. Again, Eastbourne have created more chances than we have, as have a number of teams that we've beaten so far. But we are still creating good chances, and there's some mental games going on. Worthing are currently beating Hungerford 7-4. What an insane scoreline that is at the moment. Considering the nature of this game, 2-2, alright, Eastbourne are in the bottom four and we're not, but 2-2 is a good result considering the way the game's gone. I would quite happily take a draw. Any points are useful to us at the moment, so obviously the target's to stay outside that bottom four. So if we can continue to pick up even 1 point in games, we'll be in a really good position come the end of the season, hopefully. And yeah, look at that result. 7-4 it finished to Worthing against Hungerford. Absolutely mental result, that one. Very, very in-depth game there. So what I'm going to do, we've got a week to get through before the Chippenham game at home. So I'll just move through that off camera, and then we will come back momentarily for the Chippenham game. And hopefully we can improve from that draw and get a good result in that game. Right guys, here we go for the home game against Chippenham. As you can see, they've dropped down the table ever so slightly, and we're in a position today, if we win this game, we could potentially just end up outside the playoffs in this 8th, 9th place area, which would be a fantastic position to be in. Goal difference isn't particularly strong with any of these clubs either, so again, this is another positive where we're concerned. If we beat Chippenham, we'll be ahead of them with goal difference and on points, which would be a really, really big positive. As such, in terms of our gap to the bottom four, it is still 7 points after that draw with Eastbourne. So we continue to maintain our stature at the moment. So as we get underway for this Chippenham game, we've got Eckers in goal. Pit Blado is back in the side at left back with John and Okocha at centre back, and Cracknell returns at right back. Burton and Greenup are our wingers with Ree and Alidor Hamilton returning in central midfield. Smith is back into the advanced forward role with Zach Newton playing as the deep line forward. Newton is still transfer listed, but he's done really well recently in that deep line forward role and in partnership with Jaden Smith. So hopefully, if he continues this form, we might be able to keep him on for a little while longer. But he is only a 2-star current ability player, even at this level. So we have got things to think about, and hopefully we will be able to improve our standings after today's game. We need to keep our strong form at home, so hopefully we can get another win under our belts today and push ourselves a little bit further up that league table. And it's straight away, it's an opportunity for Chippenham. Santos delivers the ball in. It's a brilliant header from Will Tizard. What a header that was. It's 2.5 minutes in. Chippenham are in front here. And it was a brilliant delivery from Santos. But defensively, again, we are poor there. And we've got to improve against set pieces at the moment. Here's Greenup. Moving inside, does well. Finds Jaden Smith. Holds onto it well. Ree. Now into Burton, has an opportunity maybe here. It's Burton and he's missed it. He's put it wide. Very unlucky from Burton. He's got to hit the target from a position like that though. And it remains 1-0 to Chippenham. It was a brilliant set piece from them, like I say. Will Tizard with a brilliant header. And for once, we're actually creating more chances, which in my mind means that knowing our luck, we might not do as well in the game, which would certainly be a little bit of a kick in the teeth, to be honest, given as though we've been doing that to teams so far this season. As Alador Hamilton with a cross and Jaden Smith with a brilliant effort. What a save by their goalkeeper there to keep them ahead. Really, really good effort there. And we've got to be a bit careful. Alador Hamilton and Burton are already on yellow cards. Alador Hamilton has got that streak in him already, having had a red card this season. Here's Newton. Brilliant ball over the top, and Jaden Smith's on top of it here, and he's put it wide. Another really good opportunity for Jaden Smith, but once again, putting the opportunity wide, and that is very, very disappointing from his point of view. But we're creating plenty of chances here, and we're looking very much the better side as Newton chases down Will Tizard, who does well to find Russ. Now Delifer. Powell looks over the top. Greenslade, Alador Hamilton does well to win possession. Newton can't get onto it though, and Evans and Greenslade exchange passes into Russ now. And Chippenham are starting to break forward now in numbers. Parker moving down that right hand side, looking to work it in if he can. Instead he plays it back to his defender Hamilton. And John does well to clear to Delifer though. And now Greenslade from distance, and it's rippled the top of the net. It remains 1-0. That was a very close chance for Chippenham. I'm really happy with the way that we're playing, but we haven't had a lot of possession in the game, which stands to reason we need to be controlling the game a little bit more. Pip Blado does well to clear initially, and Alador Hamilton does well to latch onto the ball, and he runs away with it here, Alador Hamilton, really dominating that central midfield area, and he lofts it over for Jaden Smith, and Henry makes another brilliant save. Newton into Greenup now, fires it across the penalty area, and it's cleared by Parker, but at the moment their goalkeeper Henry is keeping them ahead. What a performance he is having, unfortunately for us. Worthing currently the goal machines. Clearly they're 3-0 up in this game after winning 7-4 last time out. And as we approach half time, we do have another highlight here, and it's Ree. Back to John. He looks over the top for Jaden Smith. Russ clears quite comfortably, and Evans loses out again to Alador Hamilton, who's bossing that midfield. Reed does well and finds Jaden Smith, and he finds Newton in the penalty area. He smashes it as hard as he can. It's in off the underside of the crossbar. It's 1-1. We very much deserve that equaliser here, and hopefully we can push on and get ahead in this second half. Really, really good opportunity taken that time, but we do have to be on point in this second half. We really, really do. And yeah, I think the thing is, like I say, we're playing really well in this game. I've just let the lads know we're happy with the number of shots on target. We do need to get a little bit more of the possession, but we are playing very well at the moment. As Cracknell looks over the top, and Henry just about beats Jaden Smith to it there. Jaden Smith made a good run to try and get to the ball, but Henry claimed it very well. And Evans is looking to latch onto this straight from the goal kick, and he does. Akers makes the save, and it's cleared by Okocha, and Cracknell just about keeps it in as well. Very, very good opportunity. Route 1 stuff from Chippenham there. Here's Evans, loses out again to Alador Hamilton. What a performance from him today. But I am still a bit concerned with the fact that he's on that yellow card. Newton, back to Alador Hamilton. into Okocha now, looks over the top, it's a brilliant ball, and Greenup is in behind, and he's found Jaden Smith, and we have our 2-1 lead, a really, really good, well-worked goal there, and Alador Hamilton again, spearheading the move in that central midfield, Greenup with a brilliant delivery from that right-hand side, Jaden Smith slotting it past the goalkeeper, it's a 2-1 lead now, and we are looking very, very good in this game as it stands. We are struggling a little bit in terms of player ratings in certain positions, as Hamilton for Chippenham knocks it forward here for Santos, the creator of that first goal. Cracknell blocks the delivery, and Alador Hamilton clears, and Zach Newton manages to get onto it here. He has got Jaden Smith in support, and it's a brilliant pass to find him. Jaden Smith does well to hold on to it, and whips a brilliant ball out to that left-hand side here for Burton. He turns back, finds Jaden Smith again in the penalty area. I mean, I can't imagine they initially planned that 1-2, but it's worked out superbly. Burton exchanging with Jaden Smith, who was got on the receiving end of it. It's 3-1, and we're looking very, very good now for our victory here. Really, really good performance from the lads. And fitness-wise, we're not looking too bad either at the moment, and there's only 20 minutes to go, so very much improved performance all round here. Alador Hamilton looks to get the cross in. John, the centre-back, is up there. He couldn't quite win the header, and Russ looks set to clear. And he does to Mayhew. Now Greenslade tried to knock it long, and he didn't get any direction on the pass. And Okocha finds Alador Hamilton. Now Ree, who's also on a yellow card in that central midfield. This is Zach Newton. Finds Jaden Smith. He is on a hat-trick, and he tries a curling effort. It's just wide of the post. We're just going to pause it there for a minute, because I think it's probably going to be worth making some changes now. Alador Hamilton's had a phenomenal game. We don't want him missing any more football after that sending off previously. We're going to take him off. We're going to take Ree off as well, I think. And we'll bring Taylor McKenzie on in central midfield. He is a defender by trade, but we are going to bring him on. And we're going to bring Ken Charles on as well and push him up front and put Newton out wide now. It gets the players on the yellow cards off the pitch. So we're not going to go down to 10 men unless something drastic happens with a really bad challenge. But that is my main concern now. We've sorted it. The yellow carded players are off the pitch. We've got a comfortable lead at the moment. And we're looking very good value for our lead as well. And Okocha with a free kick, looking towards Ken Charles. And the ball's beating the defender, and Ken Charles is in behind. He's just put it wide. Really good effort from Ken Charles. And again, he's really struggling in front of goal at the moment, but he did well there to get into that opportunity. And he's getting into the right areas of the pitch, which is a real positive, but he just can't find those finishes regularly at the moment. Jaden Smith is starting to come good for us, though. He's scored quite a few goals for us now, and he's proving to be very reliable up front at this moment in time. And he's striking a good partnership, like I say, with Zach Newton. Between the two of them, they are knocking goals in. And it might be a case that I may have to keep Zach Newton at the club at the moment, purely because of that partnership that they seem to have up front. Really good bit of passing play here from Chippenham. Greenslade back to Mayhew. Into Hamilton, their centre-back. Now Russ. They're not really getting anywhere with the passing, though. This is the thing. John finds a Kocher now. Now Ken Charles. He has support wide right in Greenup. Greenup holds onto it well. Back to Cracknell. Looks over the top, and Ken Charles couldn't beat Will Tizard to it, but Will Tizard's clearance only finds Greenup, and now it's Taylor McKenzie. He has support ahead of him if he can find it. Instead plays it to the left for Pit Blado, who whipped in a brilliant cross there for Ken Charles, who won the header well, but he put it over the crossbar, and it remains 3-1, and as the full-time whistle goes, a really, really good performance from the boys, really good performance, really good victory as well, and it's probably the first time in quite some time this season that we've had so many players on ratings of 7 and above. We've looked very strong today, we've played well, and we can certainly build on performances like that. Absolutely fantastic stuff from the side. 3-1 win, and that will push us up the league table into 10th place, which, like I say, considering where we're supposed to finish, we're looking very strong. We're now 8 points clear of that bottom 4, so that extra point, it just gives us that extra bit of gap, and we're now only 3 points behind the playoff places, which, again, I wasn't expecting to be where we are, but I will certainly take it as things stand, because it is going to get tough as things go on. And hopefully we can continue in that manner as we go further ahead. Just get through that a little minute. In terms of our schedule, we've got a few games to come. We have an FA Trophy game that has come through against Cray Valley, which will be a game that we end up playing off camera, Taunton away as well, Oxford City at home. I think what I'm going to do is come back probably, let's have a look, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hampton and Richmond, I think, are top of the league at the moment. If I just have a look. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, so Hampton and Richmond are actually top of the league at the moment. So I think what we'll do, we'll come back for Hampton and Richmond away and Welling at home. And yeah, I think that'll be a good place to come back. And hopefully we can continue our good form in the meantime and prepare ourselves for that top of the table game. Until next time, thank you very much for all your support. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Feel free to comment as well. All your support is greatly appreciated. If we do get any comments, I will quite happily reply to them when I get a chance. Thank you for all your support. I will see you all next time. And this is Big Will, signing away.